Hey, what's going on, everybody? Verdi here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to talk about the new Legendary Fusion Champion. He's got a really weird first name. Gurptuk, something like that. But Gurptuk Mossbeard, he is a Legendary Ogren Tribe support champion. I went ahead and fused him right away so I can go ahead and test him and show you guys whether he is good, whether he's bad, where he could be used. Let's go ahead and take a look at his skills. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Places a 15% continuous heal buff for 1 turn on all allies under poison debuffs. Damage based on attack. If this damage was based off of something else, seeing as how he is a support champion, it would be better so that way we can build him tanky and fast, which is what we're going to do anyways. We're not really going to worry about this doing any damage. The idea behind this is going to be to have him go really fast so that way he can cycle his abilities and cycle this move and place 15% continuous heal buffs on allies under poison debuffs. And the reason why this is important is because he places poisons on the team. Let's go ahead and take a look at his other abilities. Removes all debuffs from an ally, then heals them by 30% of their max hit points and places a shield buff on the target equal to 20% of their max hit points for 2 turns. If you're running a high hit point squad, this move is pretty nice because it heals you and it puts a shield on you based on the amount of hit points that your team member has. It also removes all debuffs, so this is a pretty good ability. Cloud of Spores. Now this is something new. It's kind of the opposite of what Bad L does. Places 5% poison debuffs on all allies for 3 turns. These debuffs cannot be resisted or blocked. Also has an 80% chance of placing a block buffs debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Now, he places poisons on the party, and due to allies under poison debuffs, inflict 7.5% more damage for each poison debuff on them, stacking up to a maximum of 30%. This damage increase applies to all of their skills. Also increases each ally's resistance by 15 for each poison debuff on them. Now, you can't resist the poisons that he's placing. When he places the 3 poisons, that's 22.5% damage, which is what, 7.5% more than Bad L's passive. So it's not terrible. It also, the block buffs ability here can be used in Ice Golem Wave 2 to get by the waves, because if this is applied, the enemy won't be able to place the reflect damage buff, which is honestly a big pain in the butt when it comes to Ice Golem. Now, when it comes to books, I don't think he's worth booking, even if you're going to use him. If you could choose books, you could just put in 3 books right here, so that way this is a 100% chance. That would be cool. But seeing as how the books are random, I don't think he's really worth the book investment. His passive is increases ally resist in all battles by 50. He has pretty nice base stats, good hit points, decent attack, pretty good defense, good base speed. So overall his stats, his base stats are really nice. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at his artifacts. So I just went ahead and put some leftover Divine Speed gear that I had. I wanted to give him as much speed as I could, so seeing as how I didn't really want to pick up some of my other speed pieces that I have, I just threw these pieces on him. All these pieces are just tanky with some resistance. Like, see, for example, this piece right here I wouldn't really wear, so because of that I put it on him. This helmet is actually really nice. I used to wear this on my Arbiter. And then, just like I said, just some tanky rolls, 6-star speed boots with more resistance. Why not? And then this ring could be upgraded more. It's actually not that bad. Hit points for the amulet and hit points for the banner. I pretty much just went with whatever highest speed banner I had, or speed substat banner I had. Total stats, he has 241 speed, 64,000 health. So he has really good speed, really good health. Now, this skill right here, because also has an 80% chance of placing a block buffs debuff, it counts as to these debuffs cannot be resisted or blocked. So it's not just for the poison, it's for this as well, because without accuracy, I never get resisted. The only reason for that could be because this can actually not get resisted if it activates. Now, because he is not booked, this has an 80% chance of activating, so sometimes it will not activate. But to get it resisted, it would need to be green letters saying resisted, and it does not do that. So I'm pretty sure that this counts. This lettering right here, these debuffs cannot be resisted or blocked, counts for this right here. None of his other skills actually need accuracy, so we're all set there. For his skills, I did not book, as I mentioned earlier. If you could choose books or where books went, I would book these three right here, but since you can't, I'm all set. And then for his masteries, I didn't actually master him because you don't necessarily need them, honestly. And I will show you guys for the stuff that you can use him for. You don't really need masteries. Here are some masteries that you guys can use if you are interested in fully mastering him. Also, if you want to, you can go down the defense tree here. Pretty much you would go like this. Boom, 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 boom. If you want to. Either way, it's fine. But this way, you'll get a little bit more damage out of him with War Master, especially if you're trying to also use him on the clan boss. Now, I don't think he's a clan boss character at all. Even though he makes you do extra damage and he has a continuous heal and stuff. Could possibly use him in a speed comp. But from what I've seen, honestly, he is not a clan boss character at all. Now, let's go ahead and show him where I think he is useful. First place is going to be Spider 20. Now, he can be used instead of Bad Alcazar. Normally, I will use Battle here as lead. And I would use Draco here and the same team that you see here. But because of he places poisons on us, even though Royal Guard here is built around Battle having 25% crit rate lead, we're going to go ahead and just show it because honestly, even if he doesn't crit, we can still kill the spider. So let's go ahead and show it. So pretty much the way it works is Battle would normally place poisons, and the poisons that he places go. And the Bad Elves poisons would give us 15% increased damage because of his passive. He works the other way around. He puts poisons on our team, and because of those poisons, we do extra damage. Now here, neither of the Cold Hearts procced Helm Smasher, so they didn't do as much damage, which sometimes happens with Bad L as well. We can go ahead and run it again. But yeah, pretty much he puts the poisons on us, which gives us extra damage. And then we have Cold Hearts go 1.6 mil, so that's once again no Helm Smasher activated. That time was a kill. So there he went and he cleared actually debuffs off of Cold Heart and healed her. So that actually can work to your favor, can work to your disadvantage technically on Spider, but he could be used for a Zerg setup for everyone to do more damage. Alright, let's go ahead and check him out in Ice Golem. Now, this team, he is pretty much used to block buffs on second phase. You see there with like 120 accuracy, he lands there. That block buffs every time, or every time it activates. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't need accuracy. If you guys see otherwise, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure that we're all set without any accuracy here. It honestly works to our favor when we don't kill first wave as quickly. And hopefully we get a turn here with... Oh my god. Well, we didn't get to show anything in this particular run. Let's go ahead and just show another one. Let's hope that Rotos doesn't proc ridiculous amount of relentless procs and kills everything, because that way we won't be able to show again why Mossbeard is good on this particular stage. Alright, so I think it will work out fine this way. He's going to take one turn. Okay, now the next turn he takes, he's going to go ahead and do his block buffs move. And now with that, the dogs, when they activate their reflect damage move, come on, do it. There we go. See, because of the block buffs, 4 people had it there. The chick on the left there didn't have it, so she got the reflect damage on her. But honestly, a lot of the times, that reflect damage right there will be the reason why you can't do Ice Golem in a decent amount of time, because you have to run some sort of a sustain team in order to get by that particular wave, and I think that he definitely can help with that. Okay, you can also go ahead and use him in Dragon if you want to. I have kind of a funky team here built around him, so that way Ray and Xavier do more damage. Let's go ahead and run it. It's nothing great, but like I said, he could kind of be used as a bad elf in these situations, even though he doesn't put on the poisons for Xavier to do extra damage like bad elf would be. He does provide some spot heals, and when he does place the poisons, we do extra damage. 22.5% definitely isn't a small amount, but overall he's kind of an average champion, especially if you don't book him. And at the end of the day, I don't think he's necessarily worth the books. So, I mean, I don't have the greatest artifacts on him either. He does have 241 speed, though, and like over 60,000 health. So it's definitely not the worst artifacts either. See, like right there, you know, some spot heals for Ray. My teams are already kind of built, so, you know, none of this stuff is really going to... His kit isn't really going to do anything for me that I already don't have in place. But he definitely can have a place in your team if you are a beginner, or if you're mid-game, or even if you're end-game and you're looking for a little bit of extra damage along with some support. Let's go ahead and take a look at his artifacts again. Like I said, just some divine speed sets. 241 speed, 64,000 health. That's really the only stats that matter. His defense could be higher. If I could have some defense accessories here with speed rolls, I would use them. But I just don't have them. Also, defense percentage gloves or chest would also work. I showed the masteries before. We talked about the skills. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Mr. Mossbeard here is, like I said, kind of an average champion. If you have the resources to fuse him, go ahead and fuse him. But he's definitely not game-changing unless they do some sort of a rework on him, or they release another champion with some sort of synergy with him. I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Please leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.